Hello, welcome to 7 Days Magical Momentum Challenge. And today is just an introduction video to what this 7 Days Magical Momentum Challenge is all about. My name is Lydia Na. I actually set up Lydia Na Coaching, and I am a CEO woman coach who help ambitious women create time freedom in her life so that she has so much more time to play. And coming from that space where later on I'll share a little bit about my own story, coming and breaking through time freedom was just the beginning and is just the beginning of many women who actually going to experience freedom in her life. After you have experienced time freedom, you also want to experience emotional freedom, all right? Emotional freedom in how you handle your emotions, whether you are ding-donging on that pendulum or you actually know how to get yourself out of anxiety thoughts, to get yourself out of very negative thoughts, or even those like what we call saunering in negative emotions. And that was the person that I used to be. I used to be this person. You see that I have a lot of energy right now. I used to be that person who actually has a lot of rage, who is, yes, I'm very energetic. I have a lot of vibes to bring to the environment, but it also means that I can also come off very strong, okay, especially when I'm actually going through anger moments. And this is really what I want to help more and more women out there. The moment you actually step into creating time freedom so that you can have more time to play in your life will be the very beginning taste of having wholesome freedom in all aspects of your life. This means also learning how to navigate relationships, learning how to show up effortlessly in your work, all right? And in my own experience, this is how when I actually went back to my insurance sales, I actually realized that, oh my God, it is so easy to have insurance sales in a snap. Things that, having an insurance phone call over a 10-minute, even closing a open pitch and close over a 1 hour Zoom call, whereas in the past it would actually take me 3 face-to-face appointments to do so. And in fact, tonight I'm actually also going to have another insurance appointment where I'm also going to repeat the same thing, open pitch and close, all in less than an hour, and the money is in the bank. And really at the end of the day, I believe in 48 hours no work weekend. Okay, who doesn't love that? 48 hours no work weekend is something that I have created. I realized that when I actually put a huge price onto enjoying time with the family, I actually learned how to be a lot more productive and efficient. This means optimizing my energy through the day, knowing whether to work during the day or at the night, knowing that, after lunch, I will get very, my energy level will go down. So I actually learned how to prioritize certain tasks so that I can do it in the most productive way instead of just counting the hours sitting at the desk, okay, and saying that you are working, all right? And I also learned about and also created 3-day work week. In fact, one of my biggest achievements was about having 100K in 14 months through both of my businesses, and all the whole time having 48 hours no work weekend and 3-day work week. Who is with me? And some of the things that I'm going to talk about, it's going to be very close to my heart, because why hustling does not work for me, or in fact it actually was working to a certain point until it actually expired. And the moment that something that we have been working for, we have been doing certain things in a certain way, can only get us so far. Any further, we gotta change the whole system. This is what we always call as a point of expiration. And when there is a point of expiration, you are given a choice. Whether you want to continue doing the way that you are doing, okay, but we all know that doing the same thing is not going to give you a different result, or choosing to take a detour completely and do something different, which can mean the beginning of a whole new chapter in your life. And this is what I definitely felt has been for me the moment that I learned to be a lot more productive, a lot more efficient in my energy. Okay, I created so much freedom in my family life. Yay, my second sister is here. Yeah, I created so much more freedom in my life so that I can, go for yum cha. Sometimes my husband is like, why do you not need to work? You can go for facial in the morning, and my facial is like 3 hours long. And yet at the same time, in that very afternoon, I can have money coming in just like that. Why? And my money doesn't, just come from insurance. It doesn't just come from coaching. It also comes from selling things online. Like I learned to be a lot more savvier and releasing all that mind blockages so that I allow money to come to me in all areas. And when we actually dig deep to actually uncover all of what we call the money baggages, which comes alongside in my private coaching, you realize that there has been 30 years of burden, 30 years of things that people have been saying, okay, and that what you bring into your life, and that is what creating your own reality. So if you see your current reality, you're always looking like okay, there's not enough time, there's not enough money. If I am a mom, I have to sacrifice something in my life. That is something that was really was one of the tipping points why I decided to do this, because I told myself that if I were to be a mom, I'm gonna have a blast. I'm gonna have everything. I want to spend money on my kids the way they deserve. I want to have more money because I want to go for facial and massage. I want to have more time for myself. Sometimes, of course, it means that there will be lesser time in the short term, but you are actually building on, which is what I actually did last year. I was actually spending a lot more time building my coaching business so that this year I get to really enjoy the fruits of it and taking it to the next level. At the end of the day, why hustling doesn't work for me, how I actually handle a chaotic mom life with three businesses, insurance, networking, as well as coaching business, and why I never believe in sacrificing family for more money. A lot of women, the moment that they actually have a new kid, they tell themselves that, okay, my money has to cut back, my lifestyle has to cut back, my freedom has to cut back, my time has to cut back. Of course, there are some parts that the truth is that as a mom, we will never have the same amount of time as when we were before kids. That is the reality. But does it mean that we always have to suffer for the rest of our lives until the kid grows up? Absolutely not. And in fact, the more when we actually model to the kid that we're actually having a blast, the more they actually seeing that, wow, mommy is gonna have a great time, and they get into the energy as well. They're gonna have fun as well. And it's just really this beautiful culture that you're creating in this family to have so much fun. Like the kid, you see the kid laugh at their happiest moment. When you go to work, you're enjoying yourself, but when you come back home, you're also seeing their beautiful faces. It's not like when you come back from work, you're so exhausted and the next thing you do is rant at them or to scream at them or to shout at them, which is what usually a lot of moms do when the moment that we feel time strapped and we feel emotionally exhausted. So for me, hustling background was something that I know that I could no longer bring forward if I would love to continue bringing in this insurance sales. I would love to have more effortless money. I want to have more easier clients. And that is the reality that I'm creating for myself right now, where my clients are so self-help. They are also, I have very strong boundaries with them. I tell them I don't answer my calls, any calls, unless like it's emergency, which it was, when some of my clients, their kid actually went to A&E, they actually gave me a call, because there is this understanding, there's this boundary being created with you and your clients. And I no longer believe that the more hours you are at the desk, the more money you make. It doesn't make sense to me. In fact, what I feel has been working for me is actually to increase my efficiency rate, so that I get to spend as less time, okay, converting them, okay, so that the money comes to me easier. When they are ready to buy, they buy in the strongest energy. They buy with a very strong decisive power, and everything begins from me, with the way I communicate with them, and even my mindset, the things that I've been sharing with them all along before we actually enter into that sales conversation. So at the end of the day, for any mom who's actually mentally exhausted, emotionally drained, you could always feel that you have no time to do this and no time to do that. The truth is that was someone that I used to be. I always kept saying, I have no time, I'm too exhausted. By the end of the day, I feel so unproductive and I feel guilty. I feel a whole host of negative emotions, which was why the moment that I actually went to clean everything up, okay, I actually move a lot faster, I move a lot more efficient, and my decisiveness is very, very strong. If you either my client, my friend, you are my partner, you are in my energy, you know that I make decisions really quickly, and that is the energy that I bring into all of my business. And that is what the energy in all my clients as well equals to faster, easier sales equals to time freedom. All right. So coming up in the next 7 days, including tomorrow, is going to be a very powerful story. If you have been watching my Instagram, you actually are my networking friend. You would know how sick I was in the past 2 weeks leading up to Chinese New Year. The husband was sick, the mom was sick, the baby was sick. All right, but I still actually managed to launch a workshop. Still do a bunch of posts. I even still recall, like, doing Instagram stories, but no audio because I was pet my son. Okay, and then even close a $1,200 insurance sale in the midst of my sickness. So how I actually survived my son's 8 days viral fever and still do all of this, you gotta tune in to tomorrow's live stream and I'll share all of it. All right, see you.